So the Marathon dev team dropped a bomb on us. No, I'm just kidding. They didn't really drop a bomb on us here, but they decided to let us know that Project Mic Check, as I'll just call it here for the sake of this video, was a success. All right. So the actual tweet says, our recent mic check crew field test in sponsored Dire Marsh has been yielding positive results, and as such, we've now rolled it out for all of the other non-ranked queues. Worry not, we'll follow up about ranked on a later date as we continue to roll this feature out. Let us know what you think. And right off the bat, I can say that this is a huge W. I noticed when I was doing some solo queuing onto the sponsored Dire Marsh playlist that pretty much every run I got in, with the exception of like maybe one or two out of like maybe 10 to 12 runs, everybody had a microphone. And not only did they have a microphone, everybody was really chill, right? Now, maybe that was the luck of the draw for me. I have seen clips online where people ran into some toxic individuals, and I am grateful that I did not. If I did, I probably would have cried. But hey, look, that's neither here nor there. All in all, though, I had the opportunity to communicate, and this is actually a bigger deal in my opinion than people think. Reason being is because they are manipulating matchmaking, not modalities, that's not the correct term, but they're turning matchmaking dials, for lack of a better term, right? And I think that's really, really important, because when it comes to matchmaking, and this is my understanding, I could be totally wrong, but there are several things that are taken into account, right? Obviously, no matter how much people like it or not, skill is taken into account in some capacity. Obviously, in marathon, level is taken into account in some capacity. I know in some extraction shooters, your successful exfil to non-successful exfil rate come into play. Like, there are a ton of variables, a ton of dials, right? And some take greater precedent than others, right? Now, if, for example, this whole microphone usage or non-microphone usage was to take precedent or be one of the factors that take precedent, maybe they'll kind of take a step back when it comes to level-based matchmaking, because I have seen a lot of people say after they eclipse level 100, the game changes and it gets spooky. Right now, if maybe microphone, or what's the proper verbiage, maybe like this whole mic or non-mic based matchmaking, and we'll just say that for lack of a better term, if this takes precedent, right, maybe you'll be put in a position to where if you use a mic a lot, you'll get paired up with people and it won't quite matter as much their level, so much so that it matters, or gosh, I'm jumbling up my words here. It's going to matter more about, hey, do they have a mic and do you use a mic, or do they not have a mic and you don't use a mic, right? That may take precedent over levels. Again, I'm just spitballing here, but again, I think this is a great thing and it's a great step in the right direction. And also too, it means that Bungie is willing to turn the dials, right? And they're always going to do them, it seems like, in that experimental playlist, right? That experimental queue, which I think is great. Give us the opportunity to try things out, and it can be a swing and a home run, or it can be a swing and a miss, right? Either way, I'm for it. I love like this whole notion of like having microphone based matchmaking, because too, it solves the issue of finding people to play with, right? You do have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, full transparency, but again, more times than not, everybody I ran with they were pretty chill, and some of them weren't the best of players, and that's all good. I much rather have somebody that is semi decent, like halfway cheeks, if I'm being honest, but they're good vibes, than have somebody that's toxic and that's cracked. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, it gives you the opportunity to actually link up with some cool people, and I've actually added some of the people as well. Now, will we ever play again in the future? I have no idea whatsoever, but all in all, I think it's cool to be matched up with people that communicate just as much as I do. Or if you're somebody that is chill and they just don't use the mic, they just ping everything, that's cool too, right? You can still find your tribe. Let's say you can't stand when people get on the mic and all you hear is, hey man, you got a mic? Hey, you, hey, look, you got a mic, you got a mic, you got a mic. That might annoy you. Like, that does annoy some people. So you may prefer to be matched with people that don't have mics and you guys just ping and you guys vibe that way and you end up adding them. Now you got some homies to run with, right? So it can go either way. Again, I think this sets a really good precedent. Bungie continues to listen. They continue to turn dials when it comes to Marathon, and I am grateful for that ultimately. And I think this can lead to some other experiments, like maybe they'll experiment with quote unquote turning off level based matchmaking in the experimental queue. See how that plays, right? And if that plays well, they may let us know, hey, we affected the matchmaking a little bit. The results were positive. We're going to roll that into all the other non-ranked queues or all the queues, right? Like they have the opportunity to do those type of things. And I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be awesome. So with that being said, though, I am going to shut up, hand the mic over to you all. What do you all think about this? I could be literally reaching super far and thinking way far ahead, and Bungie isn't going to do any of this, or I could be spot on. Who knows? But either way, let me know what you all think about this in the comments below. I'll be interested to read and hear and reply to as many as possible. And with that all being said, though, I'm signing out. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming and watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.